we don't know how good the signal is in here. There's Robbie. I'm going to move some stuff back here. Maybe we can set this up. Because we're here at the Loveless Cafe. And it is out. Whoops. Good camera work by me, right? And we are here. I'm going to try this place out. It's outside of Nashville. And we're a little late getting on. But if you're here, thank you. Thank you for being here with us. I also don't know how long my phone battery is gonna last. You see me? Yay! And Robbie's gonna help me with chat. So yeah. So if you're here, awesome. This is a place that's known for a meat and three. And that just means that you pick a meat, you get 3 sides with it. And that was kind of a thing. It's kind of a thing here in Tennessee. You see it all over the place now, but it started here in Tennessee. So, we're going to see what they got. You say hi?
Hi guys, sorry. Trying to check things out on the other end.
Yeah.
This is new.
So this is new for us to do this out here, and we're just doing it on the phone because we don't have real equipment.
The backpack didn't show up.
It did not.
It could be
sitting on.
For all you know.
Probably. Hopefully the doorbell would have let me know that it's sitting there. So this is what we're kind of be doing. I'll have to do this with the cow costumes too. But we'll make sure that you guys can see that. I'm going to scoot over a little bit. Here,
Well, let's girl asked if they have grilled pizza there.
They do not. So let's see here. What do we have? We have things like country ham and pork chop dinners, country fried steak, barbecue sandwiches, burgers, chicken sandwich, fried chicken tender sandwich, patty melts, lots of fried chicken. Let's see here. Or what?
Desserts.
Oh, desserts.
I'm skipping ahead.
Well, there you go. There you go. And so I'll wait till somebody comes.
We didn't change the stream name, huh?
Oh. Whoops.
I'll get on that.
This is why I have him to help me out. So today, we got a late start today just because we were so tired from the drive last night. We didn't get in until after 11. Yeah. Was it after 11 when we got in? And so we kind of slept in a little bit for us today. Are you trying to change the name of the thing?
Trying to. It's okay. It's not we're live or anything, right? Right? This is just pretend. We're not live.
I did forget to do that. So, oh wait. Yep. So we got a late start today, and we posted some pictures from the Johnny Cash Museum. That was the first thing we did. Yeah.
Yes.
What did you learn at the Johnny Cash Museum?
That he met a girl like right before he shipped off to forget which branch, but like they've been dating for 2 or 3 weeks before he shipped out. And,
His first wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, well, that's great timing.
To meet somebody 3 weeks before you ship out? Yeah. I was surprised. I didn't realize that he had 38. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of biscuits.
Yeah, I was sort of talking and not paying attention.
That is okay.
What you drinking it at?
So, iced tea, I guess.
Okay. Sweet or unsweet?
I
love those glasses. They were really...
Thank you. Unsweet tea. Yeah.
Water for me, please.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab this for you.
Thanks.
The title's changed. So
It's changed. Yay! So 38 years in a row, he had at least 2 top hits on Billboard, 2 Billboard hits, which is a lot of years. A lot of years to have Billboard hits.
Sorry, my brain. I can see why Aladdin's Girl is confused now about the grilled pizza. Because it was in the title from the last
It was in the
stream.
title from the last stream. Yeah.
That makes sense.
We're not quite on top of it because after we went to the museum and we walked around on Music Road for a little bit, we decided to go to a moonshine distillery and try moonshine at like 11 o'clock in the
It
morning.
was past noon. Barely. It was like 12:05. Because the game had started.
Oh yeah, the game was on TV there. Yeah, and it was really crowded downtown because there was a game tonight. But look, here is a whole lot of biscuits. Wait,
It's probably easier to move the food.
can you move the food there we go. Because it's not like I was a radio, TV, film major at all. Can you guys hear us okay?
My order's up above.
Biscuits.
Ask for gravy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. What is, oh, you have a strawberry thing here too?
It's too late.
It's too late. I can't have iced tea and a strawberry sipper.
No, you get one.
I'm just kidding.
Get one
you can get
choice.
one. They're really good.
Alright.
That strawberry raw whiskey is made just for Loveless. It's good.
Okay. Well, I'll have to try that too. Okay. But this will help keep me hydrated
Absolutely.
and awake.
Right?
Yeah.
Got straws here, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What you gonna have?
So, I mean, we've never been here before.
Ooh, fried
So-
chicken is what we do best.
Okay.
It's delicious. We do breakfast all day. You
Excellent.
can do fried chicken and eggs, chicken and waffle, boneless, bone-in. The chicken and waffle comes with a bone-in chicken breast, but you can do it tenders. Our tenders are battered in the same stuff. That recipe's been since 1951.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Fried chicken recipe. The barbecue pulled pork has been smoked in that smoker for 22 hours out there. It's good stuff. Hash brown casserole is one of our sides that we're known for. That's good stuff too.
All right.
Our fried green tomatoes are traditional. They're really good. All of our
Alright.
sides are good. All of our sides. And
Okay, so yeah, well, we're gonna have to try those. Let's see here. But you're known for your fried chicken. What are you thinking you're gonna get? Are you getting pulled pork or are you getting chicken?
I might have to get the pulled pork if it's going to go on that long. That
All right,
sounds
you
really
do
good.
that. It's good. And then I'll do the chicken and waffles.
all right, we've got blueberries, pecans, fresh strawberries, chocolate chips, and bananas that a lot of people do with their waffles. The blueberries and pecans they put in the waffle as it cooks, and then the others are bananas, strawberries, and usually go on top. And you don't have to.
We'll try the pecans. We'll try the
Oh,
pecans.
that's really good. That's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Pecan waffle? Woo! What 2 sides would you like?
2 sides. Okay, do macaroni and cheese and the fried green tomatoes.
Thank you.
Alright.
Excellent.
Good.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Get all that
Okay,
work.
there you go. So pulled pork, fried green tomatoes. Sorry, we were distracted there for a minute. And
Yeah, they're suggesting just get one of everything.
get what? I know it sounds really good, doesn't it? There was a lot of good stuff on there. So who knows? We may get more. But I think I'm gonna try one of these biscuits. And they got biscuits on the menu, but they gave us. There are 2 of us, and there are 6 biscuits. I'm not sure that'll be enough.
I mean, I think I'm going to have 1, so unless you need more than 5, we'll have enough.
Let's see.
Unless chat needs more.
Can we
need some more for chat.
send the extra to you guys so they don't go to waste? Is this okay? Is this the same thing? Yeah. And then that's strawberry.
The best part of the stream, though, guys, tonight, no dishes. No dishes. No dishes on vacation. Hi, Rat Zombie.
Hi there. I don't. All I see is me and
I might
Robbie.
be able to make the chat bigger for you. Maybe.
I
I
meant
know
to
I can on the
bring.
computer.
I meant to bring my iPad with me, but then that might look a little strange if I had an iPad up while I'm eating as well. I'm gonna try their strawberry jelly, and maybe we'll head over. They've got a little country store that's so. What's cool about this place is, first of all, it was a really pretty drive to get here, and it was not in downtown Nashville at all. It's like 25 miles outside.
20-ish.
20-ish
Maybe a little
miles.
under.
And it's got a hotel, and it's got a little country store, so we may head over there afterwards.
Oh, across the parking lot?
Yeah, yeah. And it's cute.
And there's parking. That's that was a challenge downtown. How have you guys been? How's your weekend been and your Sunday treating you?
And parking didn't cost $25. It was free.
Yes. There's no dogs tonight, so don't redeem
No dogs.
Puppy Cam or you'll be very disappointed.
Puppy
anything
Cam will
else I
just
might
be
still
me
have
going,
on there.
and then that'll be it.
You can do sound effects, yeah. You can do yummy and
Yummy.
hopefully we'll be saying that without being prompted. Let's hope so anyway.
Well, it's already good. The biscuits are really good. Did you like yours? I tried it with the strawberry. There's a strawberry. I'm going to try that. They do love their biscuits, yeah.
I ordered the pulled pork with fried green tomatoes and macaroni and cheese. What'd you get as you're eating? She got something.
I got
We could have done that earlier when we were walking around the lake. There were a few puppies. One of which was in a stroller because he was too tired.
no, it was in a wagon.
Oh, sorry, a wagon.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. I already brought y'all this. I guess I'll just get
Our server just brought us another plate of 6
More
biscuits.
biscuit hype.
This is very refreshing.
Are you ready to track down a wild puppy?
Well, I mean, like you said, it would have been good, but yeah, I always thought there's this great big dog and they're pulling it in a wagon. And I'm thinking, if my dog cannot take a walk with me and I have to pull him in a wagon, defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose. So I'd be like, I'm out. And I say that, but I actually have a dog stroller. So.
That and you say that you carried Rocky a couple walks ago.
Well, it was that or drag him.
He was just
He
laying
was
down on
just
the
laying down.
ground.
He wouldn't get back up. He laid under a tree, and he decided, I ain't getting up.
Your sweet tea is waiting for you right here, Aladdin's girl.
No, this is not sweet tea.
Oh.
This is, sweet tea is too sweet.
What did you get?
Tea.
Oh, sorry. It's just tea.
Or as we say in the South, unsweet
She's already
tea.
sweet enough, so she doesn't drink the sweet tea.
Are you all rolling your eyes? Where's
Hold on. There's an emote for
Wait,
that.
wait. He's going to say that to me, and then he's going to roll his eyes at me? That sounds mean.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to taste that?
This is not moonshine, right? It's very dangerous.
No,
earlier.
the moonshine, oh my gosh, that moonshine was so strong. And I don't know, like, I was telling Robbie, like, they had it in these little cups like this. And those were the disposable communion cups we used to use at one of the churches. And so they were giving us taste testing.
We might go to Hattie B's tomorrow. The other really hot chicken place was closed today,
Yeah,
so we might do one or both
that
tomorrow.
or Prince's, because Prince
Yeah,
is
that's the one I was trying to think of. Princess.
is the actual original hot chicken, supposedly.
I did have a Nashville hot chicken sandwich for lunch at the
No, you had tacos.
Well, there's supposed to be hot chicken.
Hot chicken tacos, you said
Sorry,
sandwich.
sorry. I'm tired. Hot chicken tacos. And it had about this much spice. It was not at the Nashville level of spicy chicken.
Exactly.
Unsweet tea. That's out the sacrilege.
Um,
I wouldn't
I
know. I
mean,
never have tea.
I just think it's so funny because nowadays, even in other parts of the country, when I was growing up, you would order sweet tea or tea, and now you have to actually say unsweet tea or sweet tea almost everywhere, at least Midwest, South, you know. And I know some of my friends are upset. They're like, it's tea. You should have to ask for sweet tea. To me, when you have all that extra sugar in there, I'm like, I get shaky. So.
Oh yes, fire. Un fuego.
Fire, yes.
I do like spicy. We'll see if I find any spicy chicken here that's too spicy.
Oh, we can find you chicken. That's
I know
too
at least
spicy.
one order at one of those places. If you go to their talk level, it's going to be too much.
I'm going to have you sign a waiver of
It's
some
like
sort.
spicy, really spicy, and pain.
Pain. And then we can use that for you on the Wheel of Pain.
No, it's Wheel of Agony.
Oh, Wheel of Agony.
And we don't want to hurt me. We just give puppies treats now.
Okay. Are you sure?
No, because I've had to spin in peppers lately. Because you were busy. You were too busy, so I had to spend less. And we don't have the wheel with us. That would be a little silly in a restaurant, I think.
I mean, it would be interesting, but
Plus, we wouldn't have the peppers with us.
then it's a lot of explanation to many people, and yeah, we're trying to be discreet here.
As we talk to the bowl of butter that the camera's resting on.
That's why I look at you, so it can just look like I'm deflecting and ignoring you.
So like normal.
Normal. I mean, sometimes. Sometimes I get
Hi,
distracted.
Elser.
Hey, Elser. So we are outside of Tennessee.
We'll definitely compare them if we
not
go to
outside.
both.
We're in Tennessee, outside of Nashville.
Yes.
That is what I meant to say. So we thought after we had some moonshine and hadn't really eaten, that we should probably get food, which we did. We went into a honky tonk and we had bar food. I haven't posted the pictures of it just because it was bar food.
But you have them in case you change your mind.
Right, so I may, because I just had nachos and he had chicken.
The tacos were actually pretty good. They
Were
just
they?
weren't that spicy.
So much spicy.
But they were tasty.
Yeah, and the nachos
Especially
were
for
fine.
bar food.
Yeah. And then we decided to go to a state park and take a walk, and we get about, I don't know how much in, and I'm like, how long is this trip?
Just around the lake.
It's just around this entire lake over here. It's always a good idea. I can't even talk. I'm
Can't even
so
talk?
tired. I'm still so tired.
I know.
Yeah. So, yeah. But good idea to always have moonshine. Ooh, but here's what we did do. We bought.
There you go. For anyone that wasn't on the Discord, there's the lake.
It was very pretty. But we did buy 5 bottles of moonshine, 1 bottle of salted caramel whiskey, and a cookbook. So when I get back home, we'll start cooking some stuff out of the cookbook.
And maybe drink some moonshine while doing it.
And maybe, in fact, we bought 1 bottle of moonshine that is 153 proof. And they had moonshine pickles.
It's so strong, you're not allowed to take it on an airplane because it's too flammable.
Yep.
But apparently drinking it is a good idea.
I mean, that probably should tell us something about whether should I drink this or should I not? Well, you can't take it on a plane.
Latin's Girl, we might get to the Jack Daniels place. It's a little farther away. It's what, about an hour in one direction?
It was like an hour and 20 minutes to get there, and so today after we'd had moonshine, we thought maybe driving an hour and a half outside of town to go drink more and then drive back an hour and a half was
So we went hiking instead.
not. We decided to go hiking instead. Yeah. But luckily I had tennis shoes on, so that was good.
And it was pretty much in the shade the whole time.
That was
Cool
nice.
breeze.
It was cool.
Unlike when we went hiking in Phoenix and it was 110, 115. And that's in the shade, which we weren't in because it was all sun. Giant boulders along the whole trail. It was like a double black diamond hiking trail that I didn't see until we got back down.
No. The sign said when we got back down that if it is above 100 degrees, it is considered a 4 black diamond trail. 4. And we wondered as we got there, and it's not like it was super late, but it definitely wasn't early. It was about 10 in the morning. Yeah, it was about 10 in the morning. And everybody is walking down the hill as we're going up the hill.
Yeah, we got
And
there way
they're
too late in the day.
They're going, oh, it's hot. Yeah, we didn't make it to the top of that one because I finally was like, there were no trees, no shade. And when he's talking about there were boulders, like you had to climb over things that were like,
Unless you were really tall like me, and it was still tough. Hi, Fajita.
hi there. Yeah, so we now I get to take a look at the trails that Robbie chooses first.
The trust was broken that day
Yeah.
forever. Which is why when I'm saying, oh yeah, it's just around the lake today, still not trusted.
Yes, but I had been drinking moonshine, so I was like, okay.
Well, and the lake was pretty big. It was
Nice. Though.
maybe a mile and a half.
It wasn't that bad. It's just bad. It's just hard after you've been drinking moonshine. I suggest take your hike and then go drink. That's my suggestion. My expert opinion.
It's your pro tip of the day.
Yes, my pro tip of the day.
Dana's kitchen tip of the day.
Pro tip. So,
Are we going to drive or fly? We're driving the whole road trip. If that's what
road
you're
trip.
asking. Yeah.
yeah.
Over 4,000 miles planned. That's just the
That's
city
just
to
the
cities.
road, right? So we'll probably hit pretty close to 5,000 actually, because the road trip's about 4,500. Just to
Sounds
get
like a
us
lot.
from A to B, and that's if we don't go through Vermont to get from Maine to
Right.
Niagara Falls. That's where we're going after with words. I've been having a tough time with words. Have you noticed that? Words.
Less moonshine, more words.
So yeah, switch from moonshine to whiskey.
Right. That's why we bought the moonshine, is that it wasn't going to be a problem with the plane.
Yeah. And what other flavors did we get? We got, they had like this pecan cream. Is that what it was? The one, it's kind of like so it tastes a little bit like Bailey's in a way. And then a salted caramel whiskey, the 153.
Banana pudding.
Yes, you picked out banana pudding. Moonshine. I'm not really sure what we'll do with that, but we'll figure something out. Apple pie. Is that no? Did you get apple or did you get pumpkin pie?
I think we did with apple.
Apple pie, and then we got a sour blue raspberry. So that'll be fun. Figuring out something to do with that. It was a cute little place. It had a lawn with outdoor games and several buildings. You could go in and out of the little buildings and big screens so they could
They've
watch
had some
the-
arcade games there.
Yep. And people had their dogs.
Yeah, we could have done puppy cam there.
Yep. And that would have been a good place for puppy camp.
In fact, I should have recorded them knowing they'd ask for puppy cam, and I could just
Yeah.
film on the screen. Moonshine. You think of the stuff later.
And they also had like moonshine pickles, moonshine pineapple. What else? There was peaches, cherries.
Margarita.
Well, that was a
Mango
flavor.
margarita.
Those other ones were the food ones.
Oh, sorry.
So I think I'm gonna make some moonshine pickles, and then I'll make Bloody Marys with them. So
Yeah, we saw that there's a nice winery at the Belle Meade Plantation Museum. That's definitely tempting.
yes, so that was on the maybe list today, but the only time they had left for tickets, there was no way we were gonna make it. So they had like 5:45 left, and we were still in the hotel room, and it was 5:15, and Robbie said, I mean, if we leave right now, maybe. So we were 10 minutes late even getting here. So, and getting on, and some of you are still here, so yay.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to this.
Whatever this is. Whatever.
At least it seems to be working, but that was not a given.
No.
We're walking up to the building, it's like, oh, she's got one bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
No Wi-Fi? No Wi-Fi here.
But you know what this means is that when the streaming equipment does come, if it comes, we'll have to go do something around Dallas. The Fort Worth or somewhere.
If it ever shows.
If it ever shows up.
The company you can't seem to get in contact with. And
Oh my gosh, I've called them, I've left messages, I've emailed them, I've even done their little chat feature. It's all lies. They say, we'll be back, you should hear from us in 24 hours.
yeah, we might go tomorrow. It's definitely on the list. They're still here for one more day. So we got Jack Daniels as a possibility, the winery, the two chicken places.
The winery,
I'm sorry, the
the
At
mansion,
the-
they
at the
do a
Belle
wine
Meade.
tasting there, but that's not the winery. Yeah, because I was hoping to get to like the Ryman Theater or something, but they don't seem to have anything going on tomorrow. But we'll try to hit another honky tonk. If you are familiar with Nashville, which I got very frustrated because I was like best honky tonks to go to, and I kept trying to look it up, and everybody listed like
all of them.
all of them. And I was like, that's not helpful.
They all paid that money.
I want to
get on the
find a
list.
list. I really want to hear like which ones have the good music and atmosphere.
Well, they all seem to have good music.
I know it was very.
Every place you walked past, another band performing.
Well, some of them had two. So,
Huh. That's cool.
oh, that's good. Yeah. So we need to get the tickets though, probably tonight if we're going to do that.
Somebody write that down.
Somebody remind us, focus like in Discord. Get your tickets.
Get the tickets. Don't forget.
Because honestly, the only thing that we have tickets for at the moment is Graceland. That's
But
it.
we did do something ahead of time, other than plan the cities.
Yeah. We barely did that ahead of time.
For me, it was ahead of time. For her, it wasn't that far ahead of time.
Was that 3 weeks before we left?
If I do anything before that day, we're doing pretty good.
It was only 3 weeks till we were leaving, and we hadn't even decided where we were going yet. We just knew that he had the time off. And I was pretty.
I knew I
was
wasn't
pretty sure
working. That was enough for me.
I was pretty sure my boss was going to let me off. For the
Oh,
time.
you?
Yeah, me.
She's hilarious.
I am pretty funny sometimes. That word sometimes, that is beautiful.
Because you get to work as much or as little as you want. Sort of. Within
I
reason.
mean, I still do have to keep myself. As little as I want might be dangerous.
Yes, the free wine tasting does get you to buy more. They worked at the moonshine place.
So I used to do a lot of fundraisers and be on the committees or run the fundraisers, and you know, you get to the point where you realize that the most successful ones are the ones where you have some sort of free alcohol at the event. All right. Awesome.
Chicken and waffle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Got everything you need? I'm gonna
We
get
do.
you some napkins,
It looks
but
good.
other than that, we good?
Yep.
All right.
It's delicious. Look at all that food. Nope.
It's not going on.
All right, so that's it. And there's my chicken. And I actually prefer it this way than a lot of the places that just give you like boneless chicken breast.
All right, someone needs to come help me eat all this. There's no way I'm finishing half a plate of pork.
I bet you'll finish that, but I'll take a taste of it.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Y'all enjoy it.
Let's go.
Good?
Yep. All right.
All right.
Now the trick is
what they're
eating the
known for.
chicken. I know. Let me see. How am I doing? Am I doing good so far?
Doing very good. Now just feed it right to them.
Here we go. It is good.
Thanks, Fajita, but I don't know. This is a lot of food. A lot of food.
I believe he can do it too. But we do have a refrigerator and a microwave. So whatever he has to
And moonshine.
And
So take it
the
to go.
moonshine's not in the room
More
yet, is
moonshine.
it? It's still in the car. Should probably take it out of the car.
So take this to go. Take the moonshine out of the car. Into the hotel room. And then snacks.
Because we even have mixers for the moonshine.
This is sounding dangerous. It's so strange. No one's heard any barking, right? Like, there hasn't been a single bark on the stream yet.
It was very nice to not get woken up by barking this morning. I slept until 8.
Although hopefully that's not as bad now.
Now that I have my mic.
Yeah, with the new microphones.
Yeah, which we're not using tonight. But apparently you guys can hear it's okay. Huh? I'm gonna taste the waffle now.
You just don't have the smell-o-vision done yet.
It does smell good in here. Alright. Do you guys all like waffles? I know Robbie does, but only if they're Texas shaped.
It's not true. They're just better if they're Texas shaped. It improves the flavor. They cook better. They're easier to make. I'm not sure how that works.
That was one of his birthday presents, was I got him a Texas shaped waffle maker. So I don't have to keep hearing this when we're on the road. Like, well, they're not Texas shaped, but
I don't think you have any hot sauce for the chicken, do you?
there's
syrup?
there's some Tabasco, peppers and vinegar. There's some hot sauce there.
So it is an option if she chooses.
I hear I'm gonna have hot chicken tomorrow, so at least one
So
time.
Narf Truck says they can hear us great.
Awesome. We knew we didn't have to go. We didn't have to go buy a bunch of equipment.
Apparently more waffles for you and more chicken for Narf Trucks.
Okay. And it's nice it's juicy, because a lot of times when you get fried chicken, it's not juicy on the inside anymore.
You mean these?
I haven't seen those on a table in a really long time.
I don't know if I ever.
When you grew up in Texas, you definitely saw those. Oh, maybe not, because your family always said it needed changes.
A lot. Yeah. It also depended on where we were after a softball tournament for the weekend? Or,
Do you have questions?
where are we going to carry this big trophy that the team just won? Now they just do T-shirts. It's not as fun. You can't have a trophy room of T-shirts.
Robbie grew up falling asleep in the dugouts during softball.
We had sleeping bags because sometimes we go till 1 or 2 in the morning for the championship round.
I actually played softball.
I played softball. Later than you. I didn't play until after college.
I played in elementary school.
I did what I could. I played Little League.
And I haven't really played except for those few games I played with your dad's team.
See, Aladdin's girl's gonna fight Narf Trunks for the chicken. Uh-oh, and Narf Trunks fights dirty. But Aladdin's girl's really dirty. and my dad says the stories are all true. There was a trophy in the living room or family room that was taller than me until I was like 10 or 11. It was so big.
Where did it go? Where is it, Bob?
I believe it's in the study right now. Maybe in the closet? It might be one of the ones that got kept.
I think the study needs to be renamed. I think it needs a
The
different
trophy
name.
room?
Maybe the trophy room.
It sounds cool.
I don't see any studying going on in there.
You know you've done very well when you have to have a trophy room. Not a shelf, a room.
I could have a trophy room. It would just be very small.
Yeah, I never had enough for a room. Although we did get a lot of T-shirts.
So you could have a T-shirt.
Yes. We won a lot. So yeah, they were all T-shirts. We didn't get any trophies in that league. So I just had to wear my...
You mean instead of carrying your trophy around like this? Everybody.
Just in case you didn't know, we won again.
And you can just wear it as a T-shirt.
Thanks, Fajita, for the sub.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'll have some spicy chicken in your honor. Since we don't have a wheel of agony.
All right. So I need to get you some chicken here.
Hopefully I won't regret this. I do have water standing by. That's
You have a knife. Okay, you can't see this, but he's trying to cut the chicken with my fork and his fork, and there's a knife right next to the blade. This one's my fork. All right, so here he is. He's having chicken with some hot sauce. Slather there. There we go. Good. See, I also know I'm going to be having hot chicken when we're in Buffalo. There's a lot of buffalo wings there.
That was spicier than lunch, that's for sure. So not real bad though.
No, not too
But it was
bad.
one bite. If I ate the whole thing with that much hot sauce, I'd be hurting.
That would be hot. How was your mac and cheese?
When you get back, can you make fried chicken in a cast iron skillet?
I have never made it in a cast iron skillet, but I can try. Sure, we can do that. I usually do it like in the Dutch oven, which is cast iron enamel, because it's deeper, so I can put the whole thing in there. But my mom used to, and I used to when I was younger, do it in a pan, and then I do one side and flip it over and do the other side. Is that the fried green tomatoes?
It is.
So Robbie ordered fried green tomatoes, which I'm super happy about.
How do I know?
Good.
Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Excellent.
Good.
Because I want to try them. He's really good at being Vanna, don't you think? Going like this.
You're like, this isn't your first stream like this. It's pretty good.
Vanna Holiday. Yeah.
That's not my middle name.
Vanna on
You
Holiday.
can't just make up names.
I know.
No fried okra. At least not on this meal.
It may have been on the menu, but I didn't get a chance to look at all the sides. Because I may have ordered us some more sides. How's your mac and cheese?
I actually haven't tried that yet, can you believe it?
What? He was very disappointed. So we drove out of the way to go to this little bitty barbecue place in Brownsville, Tennessee. And every time Robbie tried to order something, he would go, okay. And then he'd come back and he'd go, I'm sorry, Brown. And I mean, granted, we did come in about 30 minutes before they were closing.
So eventually it was, okay, let me go over what we do have. And he would read them off again, like, wait, no, we don't have that. Sorry. Da-da-da. Wait, no, we don't have that. We got to figure it out, though.
He was very nice, but I'm pretty sure he'd never been out of Brownsville. Yeah.
Yes.
Because he even asked us, he says, how is Texas? And I'm not...
And without missing a beat, we both
of us
said
said
hot. It's hot.
Because not exactly sure how else to answer that.
And then when you said we were going up to Maine, he was just like, why? It's like, all right, fair question. Maybe we should be rethinking this if it doesn't seem to make any sense. We're going to look at leaves.
I'm sure that impressed.
Is that good
I'm sure
enough?
that impressed that 17-year-old, 18-year-old cashier.
Probably 16 to 19, somewhere in there.
They're gonna go look at leaves.
Leaf hype. Hopefully, it'll be worth the 4,000-mile round trip. If not, we'll just say, oh, we did this for the Niagara Falls in Buffalo, and it's just we'll change it if it's not worth it.
Sure, because I used to live in Rochester, New York. So what I did is I drove all the way up just to see Niagara Falls. That I've seen 8 million times.
I haven't seen it though.
I know, that's why we're going.
Why do we want to look at leaves? Aladdin's girl, LOL. Apparently they're like pretty and nature's fun and.
We live in Texas, so you don't really get a good show of fall color in Texas occasionally.
And
But it's
I've
like,
never been
it's
up
like
that
a,
way.
It's like a week.
Like I've been to New York City, but that was when I was a kid, and I barely remember it. So this would be nice to kind of drive through the whole Northeast, see a lot of different things, even if it's real quick. And hopefully we won't have to worry about a hurricane.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I mean, it's the outer islands are not a very sheltered area.
North Carolina, I think we're okay, and I don't think it'll be up to Maine by the time we're out of there. Something that we're watching at least.
Are we going to have to drive through it to get to Maine? Or is it going to be behind us? Okay. I'm not even paying
The
attention.
food is really good. Really, really good. It's just, I have too much of it. So I will share. There you go.
So I'm thinking that their menu may have changed because I didn't see the whole meat and three on there. Like you pick meat and about 2 or 3 meats, and then you get like 3 sides with it. So they must have changed. Because that's what.
You're going to try the hot sauce.
I am going to try the hot sauce. Just a little bit. Sorry that I'm reaching across here.
How dare you?
I know. It's pretty
You're a
rude.
professional that weird to say? She's a professional streamer.
It's weird to say to some of my friends because they're like, "You're what?"
What's Twitch?
They're like streaming. Oh, what is that? Is that when people like do like Facebook Live? And I'm like, kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Different website, but yeah.
Because you know, my friends are. This isn't like they've watched and they've been in the room and they're supportive, but they don't know what it is. So almost all of them have been like, if you can come over and set up my Twitch with my name and all that stuff, I'll watch.
Help them out.
And so I usually go, Robbie.
Well, you're welcome, Narp Chucks. You can have as much of this as you want if you get up to Tennessee. Or over to Tennessee, down to Tennessee. I guess it depends on where you are.
They make some medicine for that Twitch, yes. Exactly.
Lobster? Name has lobster?
Has lobster, shoreline. Does Minnesota have that?
It has its own Portland without having to go to the West Coast. I'm quickly running out of things that Maine has, though. Some national parks.
It's beautiful up there. It really is. And I'm going to go to...
And apparently some pretty leaves.
I was talking to somebody the other day that reminded me of a place I want to go sometime up there. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's called the Lost Kitchen. Have you guys ever heard of that? And it's this woman... And you have to make reservations. You cannot show up. It'll take you 12 hours. Yeah.
We'll have it ready for you at, what time is it? Like 6 a.m., 7 a.m.? We'll have it ready for breakfast for you. I mean, waffles. There you go.
I mean,
Totally
we'll bring you here tomorrow if you drove all that way.
We'd bring you back.
Excuse
Or
me.
whichever place you want to go to instead. You can tag along.
And I've been to Mall of America. Kelsey's been to Mall of America. We went. I think her brother was still. I think it was with her brother and her dad and everybody, and so we went. That was back in the day before they had the Crayola place, when they had the cereal place, and you would make your own cereal and everything. So Kelsey she wanted to ride the roller coaster like 10 times. So. It's not cheap. It's a very, very big place.
I haven't even been to Minnesota. Somehow.
I've been there a couple of times.
Sounds cold. Sounds very cold. Allergic to lobster? I don't know if I've ever had lobster. So we'll find out if I am. Live on stream.
Yep. I doubt
Do you
it.
have an EpiPen on you?
I actually have an EpiPen.
Excellent. We're good to go.
I do.
Hopefully you know how to use it, because I'd be like, what do I do with this?
No. You take it.
Do you write help?
I take it and I stab you in the leg with it.
So is she allowed to do that on stream with saving me?
Yes.
She's not coming winter. Yeah. Nebraska's rough enough sometimes.
The summers are really nice in Minnesota, but I've been there in the summer and in the winter, and the winter was not good. Not good.
I never really minded the cold in the winter because we'd go up and visit relatives for about a week. And get to see the snow, enjoy a real winter season. And then we got to go back to Texas.
I was in St. Louis, Chicago, Rochester, New York, Michigan. So I've shoveled enough snow. I do not need to shovel any more snow. That's my...
Right, we would help out for a week and be like, all right, we can do this. Help out for a few days. Now I've do it every day for months.
You're younger. You were younger then, though. Now you're an old man. I can say that.
I had to roll my eyes again. Even then, when I was younger, there was still a lot of work. Shoveling snow is. I can see how people have heart attacks and stuff.
What?
It's a lot of work.
After my dad had a couple of heart attacks, he was out there shoveling snow. And I'm like, no. But he never listened to me, so.
Gotta take it easy. Especially when you're not used to doing that stuff. So I preferred things during the summer, like mowing the yard and helping out. And going out to the garden, picking vegetables.
Hang on. How do you feel about mowing the lawn now?
I like it better when it's not 100 degrees outside.
I mean, I would.
Well, so up in Nebraska, though, if I helped mow, it was with a riding lawnmower. So that's a,
But it
you know,
also
as a
wasn't
kid,
100
getting to use a
degrees.
riding lawnmower, it's like getting to drive, but you're also like blades of death. Take that, grass. How dare you grow again? Yeah, this is why I'm usually behind the camera, guys. Sorry.
No, this is fun, Robbie. We have old man Robbie who gets grumpy and goes all the time.
I'm in a great mood. It's apparently working. And I'll click with one
what
button.
I'm hearing is I need to feed you moonshine. No?
Not before stream anyway. Let's not do that.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's grumpy old man Robbie, and then there's Camaro Robbie. Because Robbie's first car was a teal Camaro.
Is there something wrong?
I don't know. I just don't know how old were you, 18?
Well, it doesn't help that I found out, because it was a used car, since it was my first one. It doesn't help that, yes, it was a
Teal.
girl's car before it got to me. I liked it. I didn't care what color it was. Hi, King Baypok. She's eating. She says hi.
Unfortunately, I'm usually eating. I eat a lot. I need to not eat a lot.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for coming. If you just got here, King of Baypok, we're at the Loveless Cafe. Mr. Anarco suggested it. So since we were arguing about where to go, arguing is a strong word.
Yeah, we weren't arguing. We were very hopeless on making a decision.
Yes. That's an accurate way of putting it. So we're like, well,
Let's go with a recommendation.
let's go. And it's really good.
All right, Fajita Phantom. Enjoy your dinner. Have a good evening. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Who needs a biscuit?
Only 4 left. Not everyone at once.
Although, you know, she did bring us 6 more. We could probably talk her into bringing us 6 more.
And we've still got pork, fried green tomatoes. We still got something of everything right here.
There's a lot of food. A lot. Is he being mean showing you that? I think he's being really mean.
I'm showing how good it is.
Before you eat it?
I said I wasn't going to eat all this, and I was right. What do I win?
You win a doggy bag. So we can't have doggy cam, but we could have doggy bag cam. Probably not quite the same thing.
No, not as cute. Are we going to the restaurant near the Opry Hotel? one's that?
I think there are a lot of restaurants over there. Do you know what it's called?
There's a lot.
We were a little overwhelmed. Or maybe, did you know that there's a restaurant, like, I guess it sounds like it's got multiple bars and maybe a couple different places to get food, but it also has, what did I say, a bocce court, 2 pools, bowling alley, and all that. But Robbie didn't seem real enthusiastic about that. I thought it might be bad.
I think I was just ready to eat.
So you heard things that weren't food and you were like, I'm out?
Like, I can't eat a bowling ball. Sounds fun.
It's okay.
I think I was just ready to head out here. Surely it'd be worth the drive.
It is a beautiful drive. If you're ever here, this is a pretty drive to this place. You're going to think you're like out in the middle of nowhere, like where are we going?
Is this the right way?
But Google wouldn't lie to us, right?
Not usually.
Except when it does. Have you ever had your map thing like take you on a weird road and then put you back where you were and you're like, why did we just take that 2-minute detour to nowhere? Do you remember that one time we were trying to find a place in St. Louis and it took us through this neighborhood to a dead end and we were like, why are we here? My dad in the car.
Kind of sounds familiar.
And it's like, what are you doing? You should know this. Your Google.
It's a little relieving for me, though, that when that happens, that AI is not ready to take over the planet. If it can't even give directions. Unless it's misleading you on purpose, trying to cause you harm.
So the AI is playing dumb.
Yes. That sounds like exactly what AI would do.
Play dumb. It could happen.
I mean, you've never done that, right?
Like, when somebody assumes I'm stupid, so I take advantage of them. You're going to make the assumption I'm stupid? And then in the end, they're like, wait a minute, what just happened?
You didn't finish your food.
There's so much.
You're checking out the name of the restaurant.
Okay. I was wondering what she needed a moment for. You may have several moments, whatever you need.
Do you think they would have thought it was really weird if we had a giant monitor at the end of the table for her to read chat? Would have had to be one of those portal games. Oh no, there's a plug right behind her. We could have plugged it in.
I was just thinking of bringing the iPad in so I could read the chat, but I thought even that might be a little intrusive because, this is fun, but I do see some people who become intrusive with their streaming or whatever they're doing, and it's like
Just on the phone.
Yeah.
Caney Fork Restaurant. They serve wild game too.
I'll look into
I
that.
don't think we even came across that one. We'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
How's your beverage?
Have you tasted it?
I need to taste it again.
Okay. It's like strawberry lemonade. Like you can't even taste the whiskey, so it's very dangerous.
You're right. Take it back. Take it back.
It's
Too
very,
dangerous.
very, very dangerous.
Those are the dangerous drinks that you can't tell it's got alcohol.
How's it going?
It's very good.
This is so much food.
It's a lot of
pecans
food.
are good.
I think pecans are good.
Yeah.
It is a lot of food. We don't want you to lose weight around here.
Well, that won't be happening.
Nope.
No.
We got one
fear of
salad
that.
that might do it. That's grilled chicken salad. Other than that, everything. I have to argue with myself every day about whether or not I might eat it.
put pecans in your pancakes and you turned it into waffles?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
This is how I get myself in trouble, guys. I think she just keeps me around because she needs a tech guy for the stream. Once she figures it all out, she's taking notes. And once she thinks she's got it all down.
No, you know, I'm not taking notes. That's the problem. But what a great idea. You might have more freedom of choice.
And move. I'll give you a free move. Move. Are you happy now?
You gotta say it really deadpan. You gotta go move. Are you happy now?
You just did it.
I'm very good at deadpan and sounding disappointed.
Oh my gosh, so much food.
This was a lot of, like, this is enough food for 4 people at least.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll finish this tomorrow unless it's for 2 different meals and if we're eating it. Oh my goodness, we're being rated.
We are, oh my god. Holy cow.
So hi Raiders.
Hi Raiders. So this is a little weird. So we're doing the best we can because we don't have our IRL equipment. It didn't arrive in time, and we're taking a road trip. And welcome, I'm Dana. This is Robbie next to me. Normally he's behind the camera. And we are on a road trip, and we are only eating at non-chain restaurants on our road trip. And we're from Texas, so yesterday we went from Texas to Nashville, and today we did some Nashville stuff, like going to the Johnny Cash Museum, and apparently we're eating lots of biscuits now. And we're at the Loveless Cafe outside of Nashville. And I was eating chicken and waffles because they told me they were known for their fried chicken. And Robbie is eating some pulled pork because he said, well, if they are smoking their brisket for 22 hours, he had to try that. And then he also had fried green tomatoes. And they brought us over. There's two of us, and they brought us 6 biscuits along with the chicken, the waffles, the pulled pork, and all those other sides. So, what are you guys doing? Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for the raid.
Yeah, so what is your stream all about? I can't see, and I'm sorry, we're trying to look at chat on a little bit of phone over here as well. So what you guys do on your stream today? And hopefully if Fallen Age, if you could give a shout out to our Raiders, that'd be awesome.
It seemed to get louder here. I wonder if you guys can still hear us okay.
When we got here, it was only about half full, so it's filling up here, just like our stomachs, because there's no way we're finishing all this.
No, we're gonna have to get doggy bags.
At all. I'm also drinking this very dangerous.
Thank you, Fallen Age, for doing a shout out.
Thank you. I'm also drinking this very, very dangerous strawberry lemonade that has strawberry whiskey in it, but you can't taste the whiskey. And it's not too sweet, so it's really easy to drink.
I don't really like whiskey, and I couldn't tell it was in there, so it's very dangerous. Are we going to have dessert? Are we going to order a dessert for the stream?
We need to order a dessert for the stream.
Just for you guys.
So let's find
Normally
out.
there's no way we would do that with this much food left on the table, but between the raid and the stream, we'll get
We
to
will
order
definitely order dessert. So we'll have to find out what they have for dessert here. But I would highly recommend, this place has been here for a long time. I want to say they've been here for 60, 70 plus years. So they've been around a long time. So we'll see if we can get our server over here to tell us what the desserts are. But we still have leftovers, so do you guys want any?
Yeah, I totally cleaned my plate. There's no food left.
You know, Joyce, yeah, so that always got me into trouble because the object of eating was not to get full, it was to eat dessert. So I always overate. All right, she's cleaning off a table. We'll catch her when she doesn't have like 10 dishes in her arms.
Her hands were very full.
Yeah. And we're trying not to be too intrusive here, but that will change when we wear cow costumes. Which Robbie is
They're in the car right
super
now.
excited about because we reached our sub goal for the month. So
We thought we'd test and make sure that the stream worked first before dressing up and then not being on time.
and have to do it again. But we do have them here on the road trip for that. So Kitchen so is it Kitchen Monster? Is that what it says? We do have leftovers
Hey,
for
Kanara.
tomorrow. Hi, Kanara. So Mint and Mag. So what did you guys do on your stream today?
Yeah, I said earlier the best part of the stream is there's no dishes tonight.
Yes. Because Robbie is my full-time dishwasher. Part-time dishwasher?
It's turning into full-time dishwashing. Especially with some of these streams, it takes...
I know, but I do dishes too.
But the food's really good that she makes, so it's worth it.
That's how I pay him. I pay him in food.
Yeah, I don't get paid in puppy treats. At least not yet.
No. So, no puppies here today. So,
Yes, they would move out of the way for us.
you made brunch, breakfast casserole, coffee cake, and 2 different cocktails. Ooh, what cocktails did you make? I love knowing what
That
cocktails.
sounds good.
And coffee cake.
Sorry, still just not pretending to
You're
work.
pretending. So do you guys stream together? We'll have to go to their page. Make sure, guys, that you go, if you're not following them yet, and do that. And we will do that when we get off because...
Can we see the dessert menu?
It's in my head. If you'll give me, it's
Okay.
here. Give me just a second.
Excellent. So apparently the dessert menu's in her head, so we have to wait till she has a minute
It'll be worth the wait, though.
to extract it. Yeah.
We might be nice and even share a bite with you guys.
He promises all of these things.
I've been sharing the whole stream
I know.
with chat.
If only you could eat it with us. Aw.
Oh, okay.
So hybrid, the cow costumes will come. We decided that we were going to try and test since our IRL equipment didn't come before we left town. We wanted to make sure that we would be able, like you guys would be able to hear us if all we were using is a phone. So very low tech. So I'm wondering if everybody is able to hear us, and this is going well. Why do I need the IRL equipment? But
Well, it could be that in this 1 foot by 1 foot spot,
yes, that's
you,
true.
you have a signal. If we were to move it 2 feet,
Yes.
the stream might cut out.
Yeah, so on our Discord channel, we were trying to post pictures of our height today, and Robbie he's much taller, he's a foot taller than I am, so he would just lift his phone up and do this, and his pictures would go through, but mine never did. So,
Aladdin's girl's asking for cobbler with ice cream.
well, we're going to see what they have. We don't know yet because our server hasn't pulled it out of her head yet.
And did you see the cocktails?
Oh, watermelon, cucumber, and lime vodka punch. Ooh. That sounds refreshing too. And I love vodka cocktails. Those are
So
fun.
you were working off the calories in the pool for us. We appreciate that.
Hey,
Although we did pretty good
earned it.
before this.
We did. And then
We
walking,
walked like a mile and a half around the lake.
and also we walked a lot in Nashville, downtown. We were trying
We
to
did
find
a
all
whole
the
bunch,
shade.
went back to the car, dropped off the moonshine.
Because it was heavy. Yeah, because six bottles of moonshine is a lot. I wanted to buy 3, and for the first time ever, he wanted to buy more.
It was really good. And one of them's not even allowed on planes because it's flammable.
But we have it.
So how can you pass that up? you don't get to buy stuff like that every day.
That's right. 153 proof, and also banana pudding moonshine.
And because it's moonshine, I was like, I don't know if this is really going to go that well. I don't know about this tasting. And even the person doing the tasting for us was like, oh yeah, if you don't like it, just throw it back. We'll get you
She
something
said,
else.
don't sip it.
Don't sip it.
She said, just.
Of course, it was, where's the camera? Anyway, really small thimbles full of moonshine. No, they were really good. You could tell it was alcohol, but I wouldn't have guessed it was moonshine.
They were communion cups of moonshine, not thimbles. They were the little things they use in communion. At least in the Lutheran
You're
church.
right.
So, which was making me giggle because I'm like, that would have been a real fun communion if they were given moonshine for communion.
Maybe we need to switch to that. The attention.
Yep, she just wanted us to try.
Dessert
All right, I
options.
have homemade banana pudding.
Okay.
We've got 6 different pies that are made daily, homemade daily.
All right.
We got coconut cream, steeplechase, which is pecans and chocolate chips. It's made with Jack Daniels. Key lime, fudge, chess, and blueberry. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Your favorite out of that?
Well, I want to try the steeplechase. Okay. Is that okay with you? All right. Let's do that.
Try that. Yeah, I'll share.
Okay.
Yes.
Want a box for you?
I mean,
Yes, please. Whenever you have a chance.
I got you.
all right. So I didn't know if you heard. They have banana pudding, but I make a really good banana pudding from scratch.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. And then there were a bunch of different pies that they make every day. And so we picked steeplechase, which is pecan, chocolate chips, and Jack Daniels. So there we go. Yeah, so have you had steeplechase pie?
I don't think I have.
Sarver Crafty Gal was saying, ooh, steeplechase pie. Yeah. Yeah, so this woman was saying when we were doing the moonshine to finish that, she was just saying, just chug it. That way, if you don't like it, you won't have to taste it that long. You're getting it over with. And I'm like, that's
Really weird thing to say about your own
selling
product.
your product. Chug it in case you don't like it. Do you want anything off of mine?
You don't want?
I mean, there's not that much left on there, but I could put it in there if you want.
We got a huge fridge in the hotel room. It's fine.
We have a huge fridge. We have 8.
It's big enough for 2 to-go things of food.
All right. Then I'll put that jam in.
All right, look, clean plate. I can have dessert now.
I'm not going to put the waffle in there though, because that's already a little soggy. So now we have our dessert or our snack for later tonight or tomorrow morning.
No, it's not a good sales pitch at all.
But
It made me question what we were getting ourselves into when it had that kind of a disclaimer.
But the salted caramel whiskey was really good. And I really like the pecan cream moonshine.
Yeah, they were all really good.
And then the sour blue raspberry that we got, it tastes like, you remember the red, white, and blue bomb pops that you get from like Ice Cream Man? It tasted just like the blue layer. And so I may have to play with that and see if I can find like a white share. Does anybody know what the white?
Yeah, you guys were trying to figure that
We
out.
were trying to figure out what the white flavor was in those red, white, and blue pops. Like
It's
the
not
red
probably
is cherry. The bottom is blue raspberry. So
We have reminders in Discord.
Oh, we have reminders?
You guys have been helping us out.
Thank you. Thank you for the reminders.
All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by.
All right, thanks so much for coming by, guys. Thank you.
We'll have to finish the dessert without you.
I know, you'll have to...
I would have shared.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be here any minute because I might get hungry again and start digging into my leftover barbecue.
Probably not. So if anybody could look up what are the flavors in the red, white, and blue bomb pops, that would be awesome. Because our phones are both being.
Pina colada?
I mean, that would be a good flavor for it, but I don't think it was pina colada.
Not really kid friendly.
Not, although I used to have virgin pina coladas when I was a kid.
Look what happens.
I know. So, here's our steeplechase pie.
This one is served best a little warm, so
Awesome.
just be careful there.
Thank you.
That looks good.
It is good. That's probably my favorite. That and coconut cream are the two most popular.
Did you want me to take a picture of it?
Yes. Did you take pictures of our other
No.
food? Oh. Well, so everyone, there will be no pictures of the meal on Discord other than the pie. Since we dug in and started eating it too fast. There you go. I mean, I could lift the phone up and do a better.
No.
No?
I cut out.
No.
The pie will not lose signal. The camera could.
The iconic ribbon. Oh, it's lime. Okay.
Really?
Then we can totally make a cocktail out of that. Or maybe we make moonshine ice cream.
Are you allowed to? I guess we can, since the moonshine's made. Words.
What was that?
I'm just gonna stop talking.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat. I'll let her talk. I'll let
Are
the
you
professional
allowed to
streamer
make-
talk.
Were you asking me
I was
if
gonna ask if you're allowed to, thinking we were also making the moonshine from scratch when clearly we're not going to do that because we
No, we
already bought
have
it.
moved. Yes. You thought we were going to make moonshine from scratch?
No.
I do not have it still to
That I know of
distill
anyway.
my alcohol. This is really good. My dad, when I was a kid, decided he was going to make his own wine. Now,
Okay.
yeah, he worked for Anheuser-Busch at the time. But he decided he was going to make his own wine in the laundry room of the house. It was not good. The whole house smelled bad. I was probably in second or third grade.
So was it better or worse than the one place?
Place that we went to. I was like,
So hard to judge from someone?
well, I didn't get to taste it because I was like 6 and 7 years old. Yeah.
So
But
we'll never know.
We'll never know. Robbie and I went to this really out of the way little place that was a winery. And,
Super nice people.
Everybody was so nice. They were funny. They were nice. And the wine was not drinkable. So, yeah. We forgot the pigs because the food was good.
Maybe I can make the leftovers look semi-okay in a photo.
You can try.
I'll just put some sort of filter on it.
Like a black filter.
Good food filter. Not leftover food.
It'll just be a filter that says, this is a picture of good food.
Or an empty plate, like, sorry, we forgot.
See, that would be more appropriate, but she's already taken away those two. Too efficient. Too
Keep
efficient.
coming up with good ideas late.
Yeah. So what do you think of the steeplechase pie?
It's good.
I get the chocolatey part.
I do like chocolate. It's the nuts I'm not crazy about. I know, I'm lame. I don't really like crunch in my pie. So I like pumpkin pie, chocolate pie.
This has chocolate in it. That's fine. You can leave all the pecans for me.
It's more for you. I love you that much that you can have all the pecans.
I love him equally as much to give him something that I don't like than he does.
But when you say it like that, it doesn't sound like I'm doing anything. I know, I should order banana pudding, but we were already really full. So getting one dessert was kind of crazy. And I feel weird getting 2 desserts on a full stomach with 2 doggy bags sitting right next to us.
He's going to have to learn that sometimes you sacrifice for the stream.
What I'm hearing is next time, dessert first. Share one meal.
I mean, and then we can go to another restaurant, have another meal, another dessert that we split.
Second stream. Not tonight though.
There's no other restaurants nearby. We'd have to go like 20 miles to get there. And I'm pretty sure we would lose the signal in the car.
We'd lose the signal walking out the door.
Your mom is telling you to order some banana pudding.
I'll be hungry by midnight. You're not wrong. We did a lot of walking today.
We did.
But at the same time, also tired, so hopefully be asleep before midnight. We got another long day in Nashville tomorrow. Got to figure out where we're going. We got a list of at least 4 or 5 places we might go.
I told him about midday today when we just could not make any decisions together about anything. It was, I said we're going to try and be more organized tomorrow with what we do. But really, honestly, we should have been more organized today because we knew we had to do a stream today.
Well, we didn't have to, we wanted to. It's a normal stream day.
It's a normal stream
So
day.
we wanted to try and keep it on schedule for you guys.
Yeah.
We don't get dessert very often either. But
Occasionally we
it's
do.
good.
Because sometimes I get someplace and I'm like, these desserts all look good, we have to get a dessert. And he never fights it. He never says no.
It's like homemade pie? Okay, we gotta do that. And eat it for breakfast. I've had ice cream for breakfast before. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
So you know, the day after Thanksgiving, you know what that's called, right?
I do, but I forgot.
It's called National Eat Pie for Breakfast Day. Now, only I've sanctioned this.
That's all it takes.
But I'm trying to start it like that it's National Pie for Breakfast Day instead of Black Friday. It sounds better, don't you think? And Black Friday, even though it's a good thing, it just sounds bad. Whereas National Pie for Breakfast today makes you happy.
Chocolate peanut butter pie?
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. So, but my mom always told me, that was one thing that I found was not a thing, that this is not a normal thing, that my mom was always like, of course you can have pie for breakfast. Pie is a breakfast food. See what you teach people? So my kids were always like, oh, we had apple pie last night. Can we have apple pie for breakfast? And I'd be like, sure. And then somebody's like, you're letting your kid eat pie for breakfast? And I'm like, is that not normal?
My own mother says life is short, eat dessert first.
So
My grandmother had ice cream at night, every single night. Made it to 99 and a half. I don't think it's the ice cream that cost her 100. I think it got her there. Because she was happy.
happy is important for longevity, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, so have pie for breakfast.
Or ice cream.
Sure.
Or both in moderation.
I mean, I found out Robbie would rather have dessert first than St. Louis.
Ted Drew's.
Ted Drew's.
It's good stuff. I'd never had it before. We had it after dinner the first night?
No, the first night. The first time we had it, it wasn't dinner time. It was about 4 o'clock, so it really wasn't time for dinner. And we were near Ted Drew's. And this is a place I grew up going to. It's a place my mom grew up going. It was not far. It was like a couple blocks from where she grew up. And so it's an institution in St. Louis. And so it was only 4 o'clock, and I was like, we're here. Why don't we get some Ted Drew's, and then we'll head back to Kirkwood, and we'll grab dinner in Kirkwood somewhere. And then the next night we were headed to the Hill for dinner. And you were like, "Are we stopping by Ted Drew's? So we can we can have Ted Drew's before dinner, because that's how you do it here in St. Louis, right? You have Ted Drew's and then you have dinner." And I was like, "It's not really the way we do it, but we can do that if you would like." So.
And then there's another trip that she went up there without me, and I guess there was a Ted Drew's vending machine at the airport.
In the airport.
And so she picked some up for the flight. It did not make it to me.
It was melting.
She finished it all.
It was melting.
Seems like an excuse.
I asked the person on the flight, I'm like, "This is melting, I should eat it, right? Because it's not going to make
So we're
it."
trusting total strangers for the fate of my share of the ice cream now. Oh, sorry, frozen custard.
Frozen custard.
Not ice cream.
Frozen custard. Was who married?
So when you were talking about your mom and the dessert, or is it something else?
There you go. Get you a bag for that.
Hey, thank you. I mean, my mom was married. But, melting in her So, yeah. But I thought it was really funny that it was a frozen custard Ted Drew's thing in the airport vending machine.
She sent me a picture of it too,
I did.
in her bag.
I
So
did
she implied that she'd be sharing.
I intended to bring it to you, but it started melting.
And this was a surprise. Were you expecting them to give you like a dry ice container on the plane?
Was she married?
Oh, she was. She was. My grandpa wasn't around for a while, so who knows? Maybe that made a difference. I don't know. But yeah, she was. 10 kids. It's crazy. You have that many. I can't even imagine.
And all their names start with J.
I get that, you run a farm, the more kids, the more help. So it makes sense. That, and I guess my grandpa really wanted another boy, and the last 6 or 7 were girls. Finally stopped at 10.
So that's enough.
So not 8 is enough, 10 is enough.
10 is
That's
enough.
the real thing. That's the real story.
I'm not old enough to know what 8 is enough.
But I just did. I'm older than you know. Sometimes.
I'm thinking about that. I'm confused.
Your dad was the youngest of 10? It's crazy.
My family was, my mom was the oldest of 2, my dad was the oldest of 2, I was the oldest of 2.
I'm the oldest of 3. And that still seems like a lot. Sometimes.
My grandmother was actually I don't know if my grandmother was the oldest, but she was one of 2. My grandfather was one of 3. My grandfather on my dad's side was one of 2.
So what do you have, like 3 cousins?
My
2
mother was one of
cousins?
2. I have 4.
So she has 4 cousins. I lost track of how many I had.
Joyce, how many does he have? Like 34?
I think because I have a brother and sister and myself, it's 21.
No, you have more than 21 cousins.
Or more. Like I said, I think I lost count. Are you going to finish the pie?
I'm not. I'm full. but it was awesome. Okay, well, eat some. Yeah, we need more biscuits. Well, you know what? I took all the biscuits.
You did take them? So at least we have those. We probably won't take the pie. We'll just finish the pie.
Yeah.
Getting confirmation I have 30 cousins.
30. See, I told you more than 21. How come I know this better than you?
Math is not my strong suit.
That's too bad. Since he's an accountant.
I mean, that's the joke. But it's okay. IT is. 'Cause that's been going well.
Hey,
It's been better lately. We got the stream running tonight.
we got the mics working fine.
I pulled out the four-leaf clover, crossed my fingers, and had you push the button with one bar. And it worked.
So, why haven't you tried that before?
Fair point. We'll get the horseshoe going.
There we go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so
too.
much.
Thank you as well. You'll have to come back and see us.
We'll do next
Will do.
time we're through town. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
right.
I'm glad you came in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night.
It's a great service, very, very friendly people. Yeah, it's families can be complicated. My sister-in-law always says she doesn't really have a family tree; she has a family bush because of all of the other marriages or kids by other people. It gets kind of confusing to try and keep track of it. Mine was pretty boring. Yeah, I had the 4 cousins. So kind of the trend continued there. And I think each of my cousins, one of my cousins didn't have any kids, and the other 3 cousins all had 2 kids. And then my brother. Then there's my brother.
You forgot about your brother?
5 kids, yeah. So,
Good night, Narf Chunks.
all right, good night. Thanks for coming. So, I don't know. So, are we doing anything after this? I mean, it's only 7:30. We're in Nashville.
Like, do you mean online?
Oh, I mean,
'Cause
I think
I don't
we'll
think that's going to happen.
Right. When we go through this little town over, there's a little area over here. We'll lose
If we had the
signals.
backpack, we'd probably try that.
Yeah, we should. We
And,
would.
and even that would probably have, because there's mountains and trees, bad signal. We lost the XM radio signal last night driving in.
That was weird. Ooh, and I don't know, was anybody else outside? Like when the moon was coming up yesterday, it was really orange and gigantic. And I was trying to get a picture of it, but we were moving 70 plus miles an hour.
We were driving the speed limit. So we're on Twitch. I don't speed. I drive like a grandpa. Just going the speed limit.
That's all I have to say about that. So it was hard to get a picture.
Apparently I have 27 because that was counting me.
Oh,
This,
this is
It's-
the kitchen. Oh my goodness, we're gonna lose power here.
yeah, you
soon,
guys, we got
too.
20%. That's plenty of time. There's a kitchen behind the wall. But Dana's not in it. She's not cooking tonight. I'm not doing dishes tonight. We'll let
Yeah.
somebody else take care of that.
I think that the most likely time I'll be cooking next is when we're in Maine, because we will have a kitchen and a grill and stuff there. In the Outer Banks, I don't know if we'll be cooking there or not. That'll just depend on what I find.
Is that a hotel? Or?
We're at a hotel, but we're right on the beach, so there might be something I can concoct, but I don't know what.
Maybe we'll-
It might have moonshine.
Yep, we're on the road trip.
We are on the road trip, yes. Yeah, so we are in Nashville, outside of Nashville. And we are at a place called Loveless Cafe. So if you're out here, visit them because the food was excellent. The people are super friendly and it's a super cute place.
It's very good. It's so good that we only ate half the meal, but still got dessert.
Because it was so much food.
I saw the plate right away. I was like, "There's no way."
And if
There's-
Robbie
there's
can't
no
finish,
way.
and when Robbie can't finish his plate, that's
It was really good too,
Yeah.
but
we did not
No.
stop at a small gas station yet.
that's an idea though. We'll have plenty of
I mean, it's not a chain. As long as it's not a chain, we can
plenty
do
of
that.
opportunities to stop at small town store
Yeah.
on this trip.
I think especially on our way from when you go up northeast, like up towards Maine and stuff, and you're in New Hampshire, there ain't no such thing as a big town. Really.
We did drive through Memphis last night. We didn't stop any. No, we did eat outside of Memphis, didn't we?
We went
We ate outside of Memphis last night.
outside.
It was
we
a
ate
small
A
town.
small town called Brownsville. So
Was it a backyard barbecue? I think was the name of it.
I think that was the name of it. It's on the Discord, and I think I put it on Instagram too. So.
It was
If
pretty
I
good.
didn't, I need to catch up on that stuff. I just don't want to be everywhere like this in my phone, you know? Because then you miss stuff,
Well,
right?
you
miss the
can't
vacation.
have drinks when you're.
No, I can't do that when I have drinks. That's the
No.
that's the
That
part.
too.
Although we didn't drink last night because it was a place that didn't. They had tea and water and stuff.
Okay, so
So
30 cousins.
it does equal no Buc-ee's. No Buc-ee's.
Yeah, no Buc-ee's. Otherwise, we'd probably stop there at least once.
It's 30 and 33, including you and your brother and your sister. That's how many cousins you have.
Is that your final answer? Did you show your work?
We'll do a family tree choice. We'll get it all settled.
I think I actually have that on my phone.
And then I can answer all these questions when Robbie has them. So,
We did pass the Buc-ee's though early on in the trip in East Texas.
we did.
We did not stop there. We kept going. The only thing that was questionable if it was a chain was what's the name of the place in San Luis stopped at?
Oh, well, we stopped
Rodeo
at
Goat.
Rodeo Goat. So,
I had never been there.
It's only in Texas. And the only place outside the Dallas area is they have one in Houston, and there's only 6 of them. And I think that if it's a chain like that, a small chain that's very regional, that's okay. But definitely no national chains. So.
Pretty much I left it up her to decide because it's her stream. So if she says it's okay, it's okay.
So if he tells me I'm cheating, I'm going to go, no, you don't know the rules. So, what was the name of the game? There was a card game that Kelsey's dad made up when he was little, but then he taught it to the kids, and it was a game that the dealer always makes the rules and the dealer always wins, and so if the dealer's not winning, the dealer can change the rules of the
I've heard
game.
that the dealer chooses the game. I've
So-
heard that before.
No, it's just a way to always win.
Interesting.
So
It's the halfway point.
Yes, so we are going through North Carolina. We're actually stopping in the Outer Banks. So we'll be in, I think the place we're staying is in Hills Devil Hills, which is like where Kitty Hawk and stuff is.
I just drive where she
I've
tells
been
me.
there. I've been to Manteo and stayed in Manteo before. So that's actually in North Carolina. And then Maine is the final destination before we start heading south.
South-ish anyway.
Yeah.
Because after that we'll head over to
Buffalo's-
Buffalo. That's pretty much
Buffalo is
west.
south. No, it's southwest.
It's on the way back.
Yeah.
It'll be on the way back.
So we'll do that, and then we'll do Louisville. I'm sorry, Louisville.
Will we eat at Cookout?
Well, I eat a cookout. What is
Is
that?
that one of the places in Louisville that?
Well, she was talking about Memphis.
Oh, or Memphis?
Is that one of the Memphis places?
It's been a lot to keep track of.
It.
Especially
you can
since
do
they
it.
don't let you into Canada right now.
Yeah.
Over
I mean, we
the
could
border,
get in-
land border.
We could get into Canada, but
And that night didn't bring my passport, so that's going to make it really tough. Did you bring yours?
no.
Good, I wasn't the only one.
So.
Oh, that's in Carolina?
Okay.
Okay. We'll add that to the list
have to look it
of
up.
possibilities. This is the reason we needed smaller meals. There's so many places to eat at or...
This is why we needed a couple of days where we were only doing planning for this trip. And get a bunch of stuff.
Unfortunately, life got in the way and work got in the way. There's never enough time.
But now we lesson learned. Next time we'll do a little more research on whatever thing we're doing. We also want to be able to be spontaneous. Like, we see something, looks cool. Go there.
That's how rodeo goat happens.
Yes. Well, that and hunger.
And we were hungry.
They're like, oh, okay, we're really hungry.
It's like, yeah, we just got started. We just got in the car. We're not even really outside of town yet. Because, you know, Dallas, very big town. But yeah, we were hungry. And then we got back in the car. It's like, did we really just eat for over an hour? With 9 hours left for the day of driving?
Yep. And then we stopped 45 minutes later for ice cream.
We did. But then we had to get serious and we didn't stop nearly as much.
Okay, well, we'll take a look at Cookout and see about that and see if that fits into everything. Because I do want to make sure that we're going to some of the cool lighthouses and all of that in the Outer Banks. And we'll keep you informed. We may try to put a couple of extra streams in there, depending on what we're doing. So yeah.
And when are we doing the cow costumes? One of these, we'll definitely try and let you know ahead of time.
You're a troublemaker, Joyce.
We didn't do it this first time because we had no idea if it was going to work.
Yeah.
So that was step one. Now that our confidence is up, we'll probably put on the cow costumes and it won't work and we'll just be out dressed like that.
And then we'll have to do it again.
And we'll get to do it again. But yeah, we'll definitely let you guys know. I don't know if it'll be Outer Banks or if it'll be Maine.
Or on the way to Maine or something like that.
But we'll definitely let you know ahead of time. We won't just be like, oh, by the way, surprise.
We'll plan it ahead of time. And I will post that on Discord and on the social medias. So Dana's Dishes with Dana's on Instagram and Facebook and Dana's Kitchen on Twitter.
And I did think about Chick-fil-A. I think technically that would fall under chain.
That is definitely a chain.
So we'll just have to be really weird at like a burger place or a steakhouse.
So Joyce, yes, we do actually have to do the cow costumes. We made a promise.
We do have to do it.
And we did get the subs specifically for the cow costume. So
it'll be fun. I mean, they're in the car. They're ready to go.
Look at you being all positive and not making faces and making noises like, ugh.
It's fine. They'll just be on the internet and be forever.
You know, isn't that
At least it'll be in a town that we might not ever go back to. So we don't have to face those people face to face.
But they'll still be able to find it on the internet. So that'll be good. It's all
that's why you said outside. That does make sense. But no, we'll go inside and eat and sit down.
Or outside.
And eat as cows in front of a camera. It'll be fun.
Yep. And I have a cow costume for one of the dogs for Halloween too.
You compete against some Chick-fil-A cows Halloween contest one. Awesome.
Awesome. All right.
I think our costumes are pretty good.
Yeah. You know, we haven't put them on for a few years.
They will
Hopefully
fit.
They still fit.
We will make them fit. We might have to not eat for a couple days. But we'll make them fit.
That's not happening. No.
Well, they better fit then.
All right. So we should probably get out of the way so they can use this table for somebody else now.
I think they close at 8, actually. They close in 18 minutes.
So we probably should get out of here because we're probably trying to close out. We can...
You ate too much raspberry chocolate strudel?
So I don't think I'm going to make Robbie try and figure out how to rate somebody
Sure
else?
I can. Sure we can.
Okay, never mind.
John's on.
All right.
We'll go rate John.
All right,
If
we're
I can
gonna go
spell
rate
that
John.
correctly.
All right, so we're gonna go rate John. And if you haven't seen him yet, I think most of you have. He was in MasterChef in Canada. He's hilarious. If you need some energy, he's got some extra for you. You got it?
No. Okay, I did type it right. Okay.
But thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for
Yeah, thanks so
being
much.
here.
This went really well. It was a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
thanks for the raid.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Sorry that we couldn't actually share the food with you, but
One day,
if you find us, we have extra.
maybe one day we'll drive around in a food truck.
All right, we'll keep you posted on Discord, and
Yep.
thanks again. Here we go.
Thank you so much. Bye.
So if you want to hit stop on that, go say hi to John.
All right.